Hello friends, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate, episode 52. Where we left off last time, I believe we just slain Kosan. Obviously looted these bodies too. So we'll just continue on. Whoa, wait a minute, we're kind of beat up. Actually, let's take a rest. And now we'll continue on. So, we're in the bandit camp. This is the last tent. This big one here. Wow.
Now that was a stinker.
This guy Cretus apparently is the tent keeper, but he's a pushover. As far as I can tell, he's just a normal bandit. Man, die already. Seemed to have a lot more hit points, but yeah. See, Cretus just fell in like 2 seconds. But anyway, that bandit's down. We'll grab whatever they had. So anyway, when we go into the tent, we're going to encounter a souped up version of just about one of everything we've encountered so far in the bandit camp. We're going to encounter a souped up version of a hobgoblin elite who shoots poison arrows, a souped up version of a bandit who does have frost arrows, as well as a gnoll that's superpowered, and a mage. Well, the mage really doesn't fit in, but it balances out the team that you fight in the tent here. So, the mage just does typical magey things, you know, casts horde, tries to throw acid arrows at you, stuff like that. Not much to say about the gnoll either, just a typical gnoll. High hit points, can do some pretty decent damage to you, but not the greatest armor class. Then you have the fighter, bandit, who does indeed shoot frost arrows, but he starts out fighting you melee, so unless you coax him into engaging you in ranged combat, you don't have to worry about those frost arrows. So, that being said, that's what we're looking at when we go into this tent here. Who the heck was Viconia talking to? Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, in the Drow society, it's actually the females that that hold all the authority. So whoever she was talking to must have, you know, when she said male, get me something to eat. It makes sense. Wait, Kagan is encumbered and slowed. It's kind of funny. I'll just give Khalid those. We'll get one last quick save before we go in. It'll probably be necessary. And get ready for the final battle. Okay, and we should be good now. Oh, we should have healed Kagan. Oh well, that's alright. We're in the tent. I've already explained what all the enemies are. We'll have our melee fighters engage the bandit there, and let's start off by throwing a sleep spell out here. Viconia will cast Hold Person on the mage.
Sorry, friend, but you've got a date down
I don't care who you are. No one stands at Tazok's tent on the penalty of death. Yeah, then come at me, for I have no intention of turning back.
Alright, let's see how this all fits together. Looks like the sleep spell put Briddick, the gnoll, to sleep, and the Hold Person spell from Viconia held the mage. So wow, bonus points for us. We killed the fighter, bandit, Raymond. The hobgoblin will fall no trouble now that he's switched over to melee. The only reason you need to be afraid of him is because of his poisonous arrows. So, amazing sleep and Hold Person. Two of the most spammable deadly spells, I suppose. They're not really spammable, but wow, when they work, they can work wonders. We'll tackle the gnoll because we don't want him waking up. I think the sleep spell doesn't last as long as the Hold Person spell. However, that's unconfirmed. I could be wrong. And now we'll just target the wizard. Wow, good game. Dear word, rolled. That is what careful planning and knowledge of your spells and your enemies will do for you. Jeez. Anyway, man, I don't even think anybody got hurt. Wow. Wow, a lot of gold that Knoll had on him. You know, Knolls of the higher levels, like Flines and Chieftains, typically carry quite a lot of gold. Valuable gold, too. It's not just like gold, but like usually a couple gems, too. Inventory full. Wonderful full inventory. Now, those poor guys didn't stand a chance. And we aren't exactly completely over-leveled, either. It's not like we just tanked them or anything. We just cast a simple level 1 mage spell and then a level 2 cleric spell, and that was it. That's all it takes sometimes. Ooh, looks like we got a magical bow. I want to check that one out. Ah, can't identify. Oh, we need to manage our inventory so badly. But so Ender Sai, that isn't the character Kagan wanted us to rescue, was it? No, that was Entar's Silver Shield, I think. Did we check the Hobgoblin? Where did the Hobgoblin die? He died up here, didn't he? Oops, accidentally hit Q. Love that Q button. Gotta have it. Need it. Okay. Oh no. We did. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have Kagan talk to him just in case. That is Ender, the guy he's looking for. It's time then, is it? Time for what? Explain yourself. My execution. What do you think? You're not with him, are you, though? No, I'd smell his rancid breath on you if you were. You're right, we're not one of Tazok's lackeys. What's going on here? Ah, you're not. Well, this whole place is dirty to the core, and that's what's going on. These aren't your ordinary bandits. They're part of Black Talons and part Chill. Chill being a demi-human band, mostly hobgoblins, and led by that creepy smart one, Ardner Crush. There'll be others elsewhere, like that priest Mullahay sent to poison the mines in Ashkel. Set himself up as a kobold god, returned, and legions of the brainless, barking fools believed him, ready to do his bidding till death do they part. Well, Mullahay's dead. He was working for Tazok, I understand. Question is, who's Tazok's working for? That's the trick, see? Crush and Kosan, leader of the Black Talons, both think he's getting orders from the Zhents, and Tazok doesn't do much to discourage that particular line of thinking. But the Black Talons and the Chill are bandit groups, see? They ply the trade routes, avoid the cities, and that's where they go wrong. I'm from the gate, and I can tell you dead as leather that the Zhentarims aren't behind this. How can you be so sure? A desire for silence isn't the only reason I wear soft-soled boots. I wear them so I can tell whose toes I'm treading on. I didn't mess with no Zhentarim. I picked my enemies, and I messed with one group and one group only, the Iron Throne. And right as rain, here I am as Tazok's personal prisoner. You do the math. The Iron Throne. Those Amazons mentioned the Iron Throne, actually. Tazok's been making regular visits to the Cloakwood, so that's where I'd start if I were you. There are some documents in the chest that might be worth looking at, too. Now, step on some toes, alright? You can tell him Ender Sai sent you. Ender Sai! Kind of a cool little guy there. Looks like we saved his life, but he was grateful, at least very cooperative with information. So, time to loot the bandit tent. Alright. Quite a bit of gold there. So we got a lead to the Iron Throne now. We'll be excited about that for sure. So I don't know who the Zhents are, who he was talking about, but it looks like they're doing a pretty good job of misleading even their own members.
Mullahay and Tazok have proven to be nothing more than puppets. The true master of this unfolding mystery continues to elude you. One thing is certain. Someone has taken a very personal interest in seeking your death. Though why, you are not sure. Your search for answers continues, and the foreboding Cloakwood Forest is your next target.
That Cloakwood Forest is foreboding indeed. Ettercaps, wyverns, spiders, just about everything nasty lives in Cloakwood. Including web traps. Dear word, the web traps. We'll get in all sorts of that kind of fun later. Oh wow, Chez is out of his range. I guess that lets us remove or free up his inventory. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yep, I've done had enough of this.
All right. Well, what do we do now? Well, for one thing, we get Kagan unslowed. And wow, he isn't even carrying that much. Will the potions do it? If we get rid of the potions, will that work? Yeah, we're good there. Alright, I think we're just gonna end it here. We'll plot our next course in the next episode. So we've felled the bandit camp, gotten a lead to the Iron Throne, and generally wreaked some havoc in a bandit type area. So, love and peace. Anyway, see you then in the next episode, friends.